So a couple of years ago, I was just like playing a lot of video games, just eating a lot of junk food, just lost in life, just didn't have anything to do. You know what I mean? I was kind of thinking about doing YouTube, and I already tried, but it was just failing. So my life was kind of shit. You know what I mean? But then there was one day that I stumbled upon like some summaries of like a book that I was reading, was the book called Rich Dad, the Poor Dad, I don't know, like something like that. You know what I mean? Started reading that, and then, bro, I started like I remember like when I started to watch like some videos like that or like about business, I was just like playing Minecraft, and I was okay playing Minecraft, okay, pretty nice. And then I had like a small screen there of the video, and it was kind of not like the worst thing in the world to just watch a lot of videos while playing video games, and to watch a lot of videos without taking that much action. It was kind of good to change my mindset. And then after a while, like, I don't remember exactly, I have to be honest, but like someone said that yeah, playing video games, it actually could be a better thing for you, and we should kind of quit it. And then yeah, I quit it. Even another things like watch anime, because I'm not like a guy that watch Netflix. I'm more like anime type of guy. And yeah, I quit that. You know what I mean? And the video games as well. And then I continued to live my life and to improve, and then to start waking up like at 6 a.m. and then to start taking cold showers in the morning, which I do until now. And then like I was starting to basically having like almost like basically no fun thing that people have these days, and I had just fucking 14 years old. So I started to do that. You get what I mean? I started like when I was in school, I started to wake up early, and because I just had to wake up at 7 a.m. Okay, pretty nice. But I was waking up at 6 a.m. and then I was doing music because that's something that I was interested in at the time. So I would wake up at 6 a.m. It was dark, okay. And then I just would do some work, and then I would go back, and I sometimes I used to do Duolingo to learn more English, because my English at the time was sucking. It literally sucked in my English, you know what I mean? And then I'm where I am right now, you know what I mean? Waking up early, you know what I mean? Now I'm waking up at 5:30, you know what I mean? There was even times that I was waking up at 4:30. I just can't maintain that because there's some days I can't just have to go to sleep more later when I go to jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean? But yeah, and I stopped playing the video games, and I feel that like my life is actually like better, you know what I mean? I feel that like I have fun, you know what I mean? And I feel like I'm more like enjoying more the real life instead of just like the basically the digital world that you have, like even in anime, but like in the video games, you got what I mean? So yeah, this video is going to be a video that I'm going to help you to quit, so that you can quit video games, but as well it can help you to quit other things, like as I said, like to quit anime or Netflix, things like that, or at least when I say this is to consume way less, you get what I mean? So yeah, this is going to be the plan, okay? Okay, no, this didn't make sense, but yeah. So the plan is basically I have 4 steps, you know what I mean, that I learned throughout basically 2 years of experience, okay? So if you do these 4 steps, you know what I mean, bro, I promise bro, like you're basically going to be able to quit it. Not like at once, I'm not saying like, yeah, overnight you're going to quit it. Maybe some things you can actually, but it's just going to help you a lot. And some things that I actually like forgot to do, like even like a couple weeks ago, and I realized like, oh, I just had to do this, and then it would be kind of easy, but I was like just not doing that, okay? So let's go through the 4 steps, okay? So before we start, just don't forget to subscribe, because I think you liked this video so far, so subscribe, thank you. But yeah, okay, the first thing is to change your identity, okay? So, okay, this is interesting because, okay, so like I used to eat like a lot of kind of junk food, not like super like Americans type thing, but I quite used to like kind of drinking water right now. Kind of like it's like some soda. At least 2 times a week. Probably it's not that much for you, but like sometimes I even like 2 times, twice a day, and eating a lot of potato chips. And I didn't go fat for whatever the fuck reason. My metabolism is kind of different, but yeah. So I was like, I used to eat like junk food with my friend, like because I used to hang out with that friend like twice a week. So we used to drink soda, and then we used to just buy a package of potato chips and basically half ate the package of potato chips, you know what I mean? And yeah, sometimes I used to as well like eat some pancakes, not even like the pancakes, that homemade pancakes a lot of the time, like even like the that you buy in the store, which is probably like is of course the worst quality, and as well like more sometimes nuggets, you know what I mean? And yeah, sometimes McDonald's, you know what I mean? It's like, it was not the worst thing in the world, but I had to improve, you know what I mean? And when I started to learn about this, it was actually kind of not very difficult, you know what I mean? I wanted to pursue something that basically achieve success. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm not the kind of person that does that. It's like I changed my identity kind of fast. So I didn't do that at once, but I remember that when I also got to hang out with my friend, I think I stopped I stopped not drinking the soda and just the potato chips or something like that. I don't remember, but I started to, not straight away, but I started to do that to consume less. And then over time, just like, boom, you know what I mean? So it was just like, yeah, I want to achieve success. I want to become more healthy. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm not that kind of person anymore. I'm someone who hunched. Basically, I like changed my mind, my identity to someone that was just like lazy, that didn't want to achieve, didn't know how to achieve things. Was kind of lost basically. To someone like that, I had clear things on my mind. You get what I mean? So it just was so easy for me. You get what I mean? Because I just changed my identity so easily, and was not very difficult for me to quit. Basically eating junk food, okay? Because the thing is, like, when you have the identity of someone that's fat, or someone that is a gamer, you kind of like yourself a gamer, it's way more easy to do that specific bad habit that you don't want to do, whether it's like, I don't know, adult content, jerking off, I don't know, smoking, drugs, video games, you know what I mean? When you have the identity of someone who does that, it's more easy to do that. But when you just change your identity, even though it's kind of fake, it helps you, okay? You're just less likely to do that when you just have the identity of someone that doesn't do that. You know what I mean? So I have an analogy that kind of works very well, okay? So the analogy here is like, imagine we have two guys that are fat. It's kind of the same thing as their identity. One believes that he cannot lose all that weight, and the one believes that he can lose all that weight. The same thing. One has identity that he is fat and he can't do nothing about it. And one has identity he's like an athlete, and he doesn't eat junk food because he's an athlete. You know what I mean? That's the thing. You know what I mean? When you just try to do some, like, it's like fake it until you make it, basically. You know what I mean? You're just like, yeah, I'm that kind of person, when you're still not. But to become that kind of person, you have to believe that you're ready. You have to make it until you fake it. No. You have to fake it until you make it, you know what I mean? That's the way that you do it, you know what I mean? So changing your identity, it can, but this is the truth, like, it can definitely help you to quit something so fast. Okay, let's talk about what you can take action on this, okay? So basically, let's imagine that you want to quit video games, or like smoking, for example. What you can do is to basically choose like a couple, 3 phrases, okay? And then you're going to repeat them to yourself basically every single day, okay? I think I recommend you to do this like at night, okay? So what you're going to do right now, put an alarm like that you know that when that alarm rings, you can do that specific thing. And right now, go on your phone right now, this exact moment, I'm going to pick up my phone just to do this to you. You have your phone, right? You have your phone. Oh, fuck, bro. You have your phone here. Go on the whatever the fuck app you have that you can put the alarm. I don't. Where is my? You know what I mean? Okay, so I have here. You know what I mean? So do that exact same thing. You know what I mean? Because that just gonna help you a lot. You know what I mean? I mean a point that I already do kind of automatically. You know what I mean? But I remember that at the beginning I did this. Okay, so do that. So yeah, okay. You choose the three phrases, and it could be like imagine you want to stop smoking. Okay, you can do like I'm an athlete. So if you say to yourself that you're an athlete, you're less likely to smoke because even though like kind of like some athletes smoke, so it maybe doesn't help. But maybe you can say like, I'm an athlete. I'm a healthy athlete. I am. I don't smoke. I'm. You got. I mean, just say some things that make you. That you would say if you actually didn't do that. Like I don't smoke. I'm an athlete. I'm an athlete. I am healthy. I am. You got. I mean, say these things to yourself over and over again. Like say them 2 times every phrase. Say that, and you're going to notice. You got. I mean, that like yeah, you're like. Just less likely to that instead of just saying, yeah, I smoke, yeah, I'm still unhealthy. Just say you're like basically faking it until you make it, okay? Do that and practice that until, yeah, you just, I actually think that continue to, maybe I might to do this like in a specific way because I a lot of the time say that myself because I'm just more used to it. But maybe I actually even do that even for me, even if I'm already like in a bigger level, you know what I mean? But just continue to do that, you know what I mean? And try as well to another thing, you know what I mean? Maybe you have another thing that you want to quit. Add some more phrases, and on that same time that you put on an alarm every single day, even on the weekend, every single day. It's kind of easy, bro. Just fucking say out loud phrases or to yourself. I recommend more out loud because I think it's just better, you know what I mean? Do that. I have some phrases like actually in the door, and I used to say where was the fucking phrase? Was it's gonna be slow. It's gonna be difficult. You will want to quit, but just continue. Post Malone quote, bro. I used to, bro, say that a lot of times. But yeah. So yeah, this is the first step, okay? And yeah, it does help. It does fucking help to change your identity, okay? Let's go to the next thing. Just have to look at the script. But okay, the second step here is to exchange it for another thing. This is a law. This is a very good advice, okay? So, okay. So this actually happened a couple of weeks ago. I already had like quit anime for like almost 2 years ago. The only times that I actually ended up, apart from what I'm going to tell right now, was another time that I actually had watched when I had quit. I was doing something like called monk mode, which you probably know what it is. So I was doing like 27 days of fucking hard work and then 3 days of fun mode. So I was watching anime on that, but I realized like it was kind of boring. But yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I was like kind of bored, and I was watching some educational content, but I was kind of bored. Because I think I just had like one channel of educational content, and then sometimes when you just have one channel, even though it's good, nice, you get a little bit bored. So I was like, yeah, watch anime, yeah, maybe it's not bad. And then I like started watching a lot of things. You got for 4 hours. If you're curious, I was watching Bleach, so I was like, yeah, fun, and this thing, you know what I mean? He's going to save that person, and he's going to kill, Aizen, you know what I mean? It was kind of fun, you know what I mean? But yeah, like, then I just realized, nah, can't continue to do this. It was like, I was spending so much time, my mind was always more thinking about the anime and not the work that I want to do, like things that the training, the working was less fun. So I was like, yeah, gotta quit. Basically one day I quit. And it was actually easy. Why? Because I actually was even watching another, so that I realized like I can watch a lot of another educational content. Basically was kind of already kind of easy for me to quit, but I was just like trying to do that again. But it was kind of easy for me to quit. Why? Because I have a lot of educational content I can watch. It's fun. Like I have Joe Rogan, have Sam Sulek, have Hamza Hamid, I have Kaiser and Mzir, have Alex Harmozy, I want to watch him as well, have Dan Coe, have a lot of, you can do that this as well. But I had like just a lot of educational content. So when I realized like, it's kind of bad, because it was not difficult for me to quit. That's the thing, you know what I mean? So like when I realized like, yeah, it's kind of bad, let's quit. And one day I quit again. But we can argue that basically I have not been watching anime for the past 2 years, because just like some small windows of time, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the reason why it was kind of difficult, because I exchanged that for something that satisfies me the same way. You understand? Like, okay, why do I want this content? Something, exchange something that is entertaining, it's fun, to something that it's more the educational part, but it's entertaining as fuck as well. So yeah, it's kind of easy to quit when you just can satisfy that need that you have in yourself to watch something that entertains you. It's kind of easy to quit that when you have another alternative that is a better alternative for you. You understand? So that's the way. So that's the way I basically quit so easily. And even in the beginning, like 2 years ago, that's how so easily I quit it. You get what I mean? So basically, so easy to quit a bad habit when you can satisfy the bad that need. Because basically, for example, you want to eat junk food. You can eat some healthy food, and then you eat the junk food, you're full, satisfied. You eat the healthy food that you like, you're satisfied. For apart like from maybe like things like sexual things, if you have no person to do those type of things, apart from that, you can basically satisfy all those things. You know what I mean? Oh, for example, instead of listen to this terrible music that it's not that good for you, listen to this. Can satisfy the same way, you get what I mean? So this is like a kind of an obvious way, but I think a lot of people just forget that. Okay, so an analogy that I'm going to give to you is basically, imagine like we have two guys. One is like basically doing a type of exercise that he likes, that it's for biceps, for example, but it's giving him some injuries. It's kind of bad for him, and he already had an injury, but he says, oh, I have to continue. Then we have another guy that he's doing, it's basically, imagine like it's the same guy, but then another version of himself is doing another exercise that he likes, that is bicep, it's for bicep, but it's he's not getting injury from that. You understand what I mean? Like, this is so simple. You know what I mean? I know that you already understood, but just understand, like, yeah, one is like, I had the same results, I can satisfy myself the same way, but just one, maybe this is just a little bit more fun, but then there's the negative thing. You know what I mean? Then we have like the thing that it can actually be more fun. Why? Maybe it doesn't give you that much dopamine with the healthy food and the junk food, but at the end you have more fun because it's healthy. When you eat a lot of junk food, you don't say this was a good day, you say it was a bad day. You understand? So this is like, it helps you a lot to quit the bad habit. You get what I mean? Because then you like, that's why for me to stop eating food, apart from like changing my identity, changing my identity helped me as well. And that's why it's steps and not like ways you can quit it, because doing these all things together is the best way, not just doing one thing. But this as well helped me. That's one of the reasons why it was so easy for me to quit junk food, because I can satisfy myself with some things I like, and just to eat health is actually more fun than you think, because it turns out that the most healthy thing is actually meat, not with the seed oils, not the nuggets, but meat, high quality meat is actually the most healthy thing to eat. So you can understand why it's not that hard for me to quit junk food. You got what I mean? So yeah, this is one of the reasons why quitting junk food was so easy for me. Okay, how can you take action on this? Okay, so basically, you pick up a piece of paper, or you're going to, on a Notion, Google Doc, you're going to write down all the bad habits that you want to quit, and then you're going to to basically put, okay, how can I satisfy myself? It's kind of a similar thing for the bad habit. So I'm going to give you some examples because there's probably some things like the video games that you don't know how will you do that? For example, the watching that you already know, as I already explained, like the anime, the Netflix, you can change for that for like some educational content. And I'm proud of you because what you're watching right now, it means that you watch some content like this. You know what I mean? 22 minutes right now. For you, it's probably 20 minutes, but yeah, no editing, like at least not that much editing. You know what I mean? So watching some content like this, like Alex Harmozy, that sometimes had a lot of editing, but it's like more the big educational content. Some look that it's more educational, but it's motivating as well, so it's nice. Then we have another Kai Nemzer for YouTube advice, you get what I mean? So it's so easy for me to quit that because I just exchanged for that. So that's one way you can, like, if you're thinking about quitting Netflix, anime, all of these things, okay? For the video games, probably you don't know, but it's basically exchange you for things in real life that give you the same sense of business, okay? Business, not of the video games, okay? So the video games, a lot of the times we have like score, competition, building. So the way you can do that is to, I have like actually 3 things that help me to fulfill that part of the, usually you're probably just gonna have 2 things if you really want, but this is an extra thing, but yeah. Basically, so I have the gym, which is kind of like a video game thing to make progress, to score, promote weight, and then have more muscle. It seems fun, you know what I mean? Then I have my business, which is my, oh, fuck. It's not supposed to happen. But then I have my business, which is kind of okay when I start making some money, or the subscribers, more subscribers, the score, build content, and then for the competition that I haven't said is that I'm doing now. I have a back injury, so I'm not doing it. You get what I mean? But I want to do MMA, jiu-jitsu, all of those things would give that competition, that adrenaline. So when I have all of those things, like it's kind of easy for me to quit video games because I have the same type of, and I still didn't make money. Imagine when I started making money. Now it's gonna be. I'm not saying like just make money, but you get what I mean. Am I like, fuck? Don't misunderstand me. Just focus on the money. It's not like Paul's focus on the money, but okay, I think it just looked bad. Like yeah, I'm fuck it. You get what I mean? But yeah, you understood. So basically, do like basically sports, martial arts, business, and going to the gym, which is kind of a sport now. It's not a sport exactly, but these basically are the things that are going to help you to quit video games. Because especially like YouTube, even like creating the YouTube channel and then making money with that YouTube channel. You have like the money, which is a score, and then you have the subscribers. You get what I mean? It's easy to be addicted to it. You get what I mean? Like you're in the video games. You get what I mean? So that's how the way you can exchange the video games. Okay. Apart from the sexual things, you can't unless you have someone to satisfy that. But for example, smoking, how will you do that? Basically, the thing that you can't really, because you can like do smoking in a way that is healthy. For those things that is like smoking or sexual things, like an adult content, jerking off, something like that, drugs. Basically, the way you can do that, it's to basically kind of find a purpose and as well do some things that give you a lot of dopamine. I don't know, take cold showers help, being with friends that give a lot of of course, being with friends gives a lot of dopamine. Martial arts help you, exercise help you. You know what I mean? But yeah, another example, junk food, just eat the healthy food. You know what I mean? But yeah, maybe I don't know 100% the things. You know what I mean? But maybe you can find a way to do that. You know what I mean? You're like, instead when I'm feeling this way, what can I do instead of doing the bad habit? Okay, maybe I do this thing. It gives a lot of dopamine as well, but is more a healthy way. Okay, so best do this. Like just write down all the bad habits you want to quit, and just think about, okay, what can I do instead? And maybe you say like, okay, when I feel this way, instead of doing that bad habit, I do this. That is kind of the same feeling because maybe it gives you a lot of dopamine or whatever the fuck reason, okay? So write it down right now, the bad habits you want to quit, and write it down what are you going to exchange so they can satisfy yourself, okay? Fucking good advice, okay? The third thing, the third step to quit all the bad habits or the bad habits that you want. I would recommend all the bad habits, but yeah. And video games is a bigger one that's a lot of people don't talk about yet. Okay, the step 3, it's to increase the willpower, okay? This is something that fucking helps. And I already have a lot in certain things especially. For example, like eating junk food. So, basically, it's kind of cringe, but yeah. You know, at least sometimes when I cook or someone cooks meat on the frying pan, there's always left some fat there. And for whatever the fuck reason, or maybe it's a obvious reason, or not, it's not for you. A lot of times I just like to eat all that fat, you got what I mean, because it tastes so good. And for me it doesn't really matter. Yeah, maybe shouldn't say this, but I would say for me it doesn't matter if it's unhealthy or healthy, but I want to be healthy, so I don't know. But the biggest reason why I wanted to stop doing that was because like it's kind of cringe to do that, like just on the frying fucking pan, you know what I mean? And it's like, why would you do that? It's probably like kind of because I believe like fat is healthy, but I don't know if that way is healthy. I don't know. But I just didn't want to stop that, you know what I mean? And a lot of times the frying pan appeared and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and I did it. But then I ended up kind of, when I actually decided, because in the beginning I didn't want, but then when I wanted, it was kind of more easy because I had a desire, of course, but then because a lot of the times the frying pan with the fat there appeared. So I actually, I remember sometimes that I wanted to quit, but then I was like, yeah, but I have to eat, you know what I mean? And after a while, after like looking at the frying pan with the fat left there, after a while it was kind of more easy for me to not do that because I was increasing my willpower. Basically, willpower is basically you can resist that thing, you know what I mean? And the reason why I was increasing my willpower towards that specific thing was because I had that thing, so I was like looking at I want, you know what I mean? And after a while, and basically right now, I don't do it anymore, okay? So an example here, it's like, imagine like you want to stop smoking a cigar. The best way to stop smoking a cigar is not just like to not have cigar more in your home, because if someone like say, oh, do you want to smoke a cigar? You're gonna smoke a cigar. The best way is to have a cigar. I know it's kind of strange, but to have a cigar in front of you and be like, and try to resist to it. Maybe like kind of resist for a couple of while, and then you end up just smoking a cigar. Even though you've smoked a cigar, you made some progress, and then after a while, you're just going to resist more easily to that. You know what I mean? It's like having the video games. If you want to play video games, don't uninstall the video games. Have the video games right there and look at them and like, why the fuck I can't resist to this shit? And then you're going to increase the willpower, and then after a while you can control yourself. You can have like video games right there in front of you. You don't play it. Have the cigar in front of you. You don't smoke it. You have the frying pan in front of you with the fat left there. You don't do it. Like I'm not doing it anymore. So that's the way. You know what I mean? That's the way you increase the willpower, and how powerful that is. Can explain. It's just a lot. Okay, and I'm going to give you an analogy because. It's kind of like, imagine this used to happen a lot with me, you get what I mean? The times when I had restricted time to basically play video games or being on the internet or whatever, that's when I used to play a lot of video games, you get what I mean? Imagine like you just have your parents say, you just have 2 hours. When they have that 2 hours, bro, you fucking want to play video games. Once I started to just like be able to play whatever, whenever I wanted. Basically, it was just more easy for me to just like not bother to play video games. You get what I mean? Because it's like it always happens. You get what I mean? If you just can do when you want, you can play video games, and then it's more for like, yeah, and I'm not bothered to play video games. But if you just can play 2 hours, it's more easy for just to play video games, okay? And this happened to me, you get what I mean? This probably happened to you, you get what I mean? You probably like when you just could like for a couple of hours to play video games, you would play a lot of video games. You were just thinking about it. When you like can always play video games, it's like, yeah, nah, it's there, but I can't control my willpower to that, you get what I mean? But then when you never can, and then appears, when you're just like there with the video games, it's more easy for you to resist to it, you get what I mean? It's like, it's the same thing, you get what I mean? We always have the junk food in front of you, it's more easy to resist to it, you get what I mean? But when you, all of a sudden there's junk food is there, whoa, you get what I mean? It's so, what happens, you get what I mean? So that's exactly the thing you're gonna do. It's basically, you're going to have the addiction, it's kind of strange, but the addiction the thing that you're addicted to, it's in front of you. And then maybe you're going to eat it, but you're probably going to make a little bit of progress because you're probably not going to eat straight away. You're going to maybe resist for an hour. You already made progress on your willpower. Okay? So do this. Pick up something, like it's maybe a food, maybe it's the video game, so put there in front of you, remind them, and just look at them like, why the fuck I can't resist this shit? And then you're going to increase the willpower, and then you're going to get to a point that you can't control yourself. That's the thing. Because now you can't control yourself. When you're really addicted to something, you can't control yourself. Okay? But in front of that, like you're like, oh fuck, what is this pizza, this sweeties, why can't I control myself? And then you're going to increase the willpower. Okay? So right now, you already wrote down, okay, the habits that you want to quit. You already know what are them. Think about it. Okay, how can I put that in front of you? It's a video game, no. You already know what is your thing. Right now, practically, basically, try to pick up that thing and put in your room. If it's a specific thing, if it's just like a nap, just go right now and make sure it's probably already there, you get what I mean? But if it's like some junk food or like a cigar, whatever the fuck it is, probably a cigarette, not a cigar. But yeah, put that in front of you. That's it. You got what I mean? Just put there like on the drawer, you got what I mean? Whatever the fuck thing is, the place is, that's it. Just put it there and just try to resist to it. Maybe you're going to eat it, but you're going to notice that they're probably not going to eat straight away. You're probably going to resist for a couple of hours because you're watching this video, you know what I mean? So that's progress made already. You probably, before you were watching this video, you probably would have eaten like just straight away, okay? So already making progress. So if you don't eat, don't be like, oh, you know what I mean? So that's it. Put the thing you're addicted to, is kind of strange, in front of you, or in a way that you can see it every single day. You can start building in willpower towards it so that you can resist to it when you're in a place that someone says, oh, do you want to smoke a cigar or a cigarette or you know what I mean? Because like maybe you can say, maybe eating some junk food once in a while, it's not that bad. But the thing is, like, even if once in a while could be good, it's always good to have the thing that you're addicted to in front of you, so you can have the willpower, the control over it. You don't want that thing to control you. You got what I mean? So yeah. Okay. Step 4, which is incredible. It works very well. Okay. Like this shouldn't not even almost be like a step 4, step 5. You know what I mean? Because every single thing could actually help you to quit. You know what I mean? So that's why I think I put step 1, step 4, because it's like, do all these things that I've just told you, and you're just guaranteed you're gonna quit. Of course, if you take action. If you don't take action, if you're a little bit, you're not gonna quit it. But if you take action, bro, you're gonna quit it. Okay. So the fourth step is stop thinking about it. Okay. This can be like stop thinking about it or stop doing. Like, let me explain. Okay. The thing that I'm going to talk about here, but like, I have the bad habit of picking up my nose, and you know how kind of bad is to do that. And I have been doing that way less. And the way I have been doing that, it's It's because like it's so bad, you get what I mean? And I actually like sometimes I go and take a bus to a specific place, and already a couple times I saw like basically a loser. I have to be honest. I'm not gonna be cute. No, he was just like no. He can be whatever the fuck he wants. It's basically a loser. For him, he's basically a man with probably 37 years old. Basically a loser. I could see on his borderline. He was like probably watching some anime, some Netflix. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? I was like, oh, like now I can understand how bad it is to do that. You know what I mean? So the way I have been doing that is that basically always when I catch myself doing that, I just get back to not doing that. Okay, so I'm like, okay, because automatically you do that. Probably when you're addicted to something, or you're like, or you maybe recently you've noticed that that's a bad thing. Sometimes you just automatically end up doing that thing, and then you're like, oh, why am I doing this? You get what I mean? So quitting like a behavior that you had for years like this is kind of easy. It's kind of easy, no. It's kind of difficult. A lot of people can't. You get what I mean? But the best way to do that is when you always just. It's probably not the best example, but what I was trying to explain is that imagine like you're thinking about doing that thing, stop thinking about it. Here, like it's not like it's more thing that. You don't have like between, you know, when you want to eat junk food and you know that you don't want to eat junk food, you probably have a time that you're thinking about it and maybe do that thing. Here, like you're just doing that automatically. I mean, but basically, I do that specific thing, so I get back to focusing, not doing that thing anymore. The same thing that you can do by when you're thinking to do a specific thing, a bad habit. You get what I mean? You're thinking about I eat that junk food. What you have to do. Just get focused on, basically get focused on the thing that you're doing, because a lot of times you think, I want to do junk food while you're doing something. So basically the thing is, the way you're going to make progress, because the thing is, the reason why you're going to do that specific thing is because you keep thinking about that specific thing. When you stop thinking about that specific thing, that's when you end up doing that specific thing. Unless like so much automatic, like picking up, like is for me to pick my nose. And even when that happens, you just have to get back, and I'm doing that so fast. I catch myself, get back, you know what I mean? But basically, the thing that the problem is like you're thinking about it and you can't stop thinking about it. But the best way to make progress, because it's not a problem that you're thinking about that a specific thing, a sexual thing, or thinking about eating junk food, or thinking about playing video games. The problem is that you keep thinking about that. So the way you're going to make big progress is like, just try to focus on the thing that you're doing. Maybe you're going to get this target, try to focus. That's the way you're going to make progress. The problem is not to think about it. The problem is like to not get back. So you're thinking about doing focus again. Thinking about like, focus again. Maybe you're going to get focused and get back to thinking again. Even if you just keep doing that, then you can't resist not thinking about that. If you just keep getting focused, or like basically you're getting focused, you think about that specific thing, you get focused, think about that specific thing, get focused. Just do that. Even though it's kind of easy, you want to think about that thing, you focus for a couple seconds, think about that thing. Even if it's like that, which shouldn't be, just by your focusing on not doing that specific thing, that's the way you're going to make progress, okay? And then after a while, they're just more easy. After a while, you just have to think 1 or 2 times, and then you just get focused on the thing, okay? So that's the way that you're gonna do this, you know what I mean? So an example is, for example, you have the tendency to eat some sweeties that you have in your whatever fuck place in the kitchen, okay? And you're thinking about it. You're gonna end up eating it, you know what I mean? You're going downstairs to the chicken, thinking about, then you end up eating the sweeties. Imagine that you were working or doing whatever the fuck you were doing, and then you just stop thinking about it. You know what I mean? You're just like here, just drinking some water, thinking about life. I actually wanted to eat not gonna eat, no, sweeties, I don't give a fuck. Just focus on what I was doing. Okay, nice. But I actually wanted to focus. That's the way you're going to do with that. And that's the problem that I had in some things as well. It's just like you just keep thinking on that thing, and then of course you end up doing that fucking thing. It's so easy because I'm not saying to, for example, you catch yourself thinking that thing to then get back to focus, and you never can think about that thing again. It's probably gonna happen, but the thing here is to just always get back to focus. Get back focus. Even if it happens 20 times that you think about the thing, just do that. Just do that, okay? Because it's kind of easy for you to just get back focused, even for just 5 seconds. I'm here. I want to eat sweeties. Focus. 5 seconds. No, I went to eat 5 seconds. Focusing on not doing that or on the thing that you were doing. You'll do that so many times. Oh fuck, my alarm. Fuck. But you just do this so many times that then it's more easy for you to not do it, you know what I mean? Analogy here, analogy. It's kind of a strange analogy. But imagine there's two people. It's not an analogy, I think it's more an example, but I like to give examples, analogies, or whatever. But there's two people that they have a fucking big ass desire to kill someone. Imagine one person keeps thinking about it, and the one gets a lot of desires, but always get back focusing on not doing that and doing the thing that that person is doing. Who is going to end up killing the person that they have the desire to kill? The person that keeps thinking about it. So fucking obvious, you get what I mean? But a lot of times we forget that, and the way you're going to make progress is to not think about it, is to understand that you're thinking about it and to get back to focus. That's the same thing that you do in meditation, okay? You're focusing on your breath, and then you catch yourself thinking about something. The way you're going to make progress, like the muscle in your brain, is to just get back focused on your breath. That's exactly the same thing that we are doing right here. That's why this is like a fantastic advice, okay? So yeah, the way you're going to take action on this, okay? Kind of forgot. I have to look at my script. So yeah, this is just not something you have to take action. It's something that you just have to remind yourself. So say it right now. This is not on script, but say it now 5 times on yourself. I'm going to get focused on doing the thing that I'm doing and not on the bad habit that I want to quit. Okay, so let's say this to yourself. I forgot. Like, I'm not gonna think about the junk food. I'm going to think about doing the work. I'm not going to think about the junk food. I'm going to talk about the work. Say this just to yourself, not out loud. Just say to yourself. Fast. No. Say it to yourself, just to remind yourself to, because maybe I don't know how to solve this as well. No, I don't know how, if you will remember to do this. You probably will, because you're watching this video and you're hearing me talking about a lot of this. But I want to just make sure that when this is happening, you remember to get focused again. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying this to, so that I'm saying you to say this to yourself a couple of times, so you can remind it. Because maybe you watch this video, you'll understand this advice. Not think about it is very good to get back to focus on the thing that you were doing, like the meditation, and then you just forget to do that, you know what I mean? So make sure you don't forget to do that, you know what I mean? But you're probably not going to forget to do that, because I think the advice that I'm giving is so huge that you're going to remember throughout the day about the advice I gave to you to quit the bad habits, okay? Just a bonus here is that if you end up doing the bad habit, because you don't expect yourself to fucking quit the bad habit forever. Don't expect to never do that thing again. Expect that can happen, okay? Just expect it's gonna happen, okay? So if you end up doing that thing, even though you try to resist to it, just don't. That's the problem. Like, you're just like so sad, and then the problem with that is you get a bad momentum. So you just end up even doing more bad habits, because you're thinking, the day is already shit. So I already ate a little bit of junk food, so I just may eat more junk food. That's not what we want, okay? So don't think it's a bad thing. Just think like, yeah, what happens to those? So this is a bonus advice, okay? So that's it. I hope I helped you, brother. And don't forget to subscribe, okay? I could call this a full guide or some shit. You know what I mean? Like almost an hour or some shit. But yeah, It's advice I have to give you, so I hope that I help you. You get what I mean? I think it definitely it helped me, so it's gonna help you. Because if it's not helping you, I don't know what's wrong with you. But yeah, that's it. I hope I help you, brother, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.